I'm going to be honest with y'all. I never thought I would sit here and make a video about Tidus. More so defending his character. To me, defending Tidus is kind of like defending Sora in a sense. But that's not to say that everybody loves them just wholeheartedly. But like with the takes that I've seen on the internet for obviously likable characters, it just feels so forced, which is exactly why I'm surprised that I'm even sitting here and addressing this, but it's going to be addressed. Hello, everyone. My name is itstyrenee, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I am going to be sitting here and just debunking and squashing all the unnecessary hatred of Tidus from Final Fantasy X. There will be spoilers amongst Final Fantasy X in this video, so if you have not played the game, I suggest clicking out. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into this video. You know, looking from the outside, when it came to Final Fantasy, it appeared that 7 was the most popular video game in all of Final Fantasy, and even one of the most popular ones in the gaming world in general. Once I actually decided to finish playing Remake, I became obsessed and joined the fandom for Remake, and it allowed me to see more Final Fantasy stuff on my timelines, as well as one of those games being 10. I noticed a lot of people had a lot of love and respect for this game, and I eventually decided to just give it a try for myself. You can actually see a video essay on my channel here explaining my whole experience with everything. I just actually want to sit here and point out a handful of things that I saw my mutuals said that they were seeing when it came to hatred with Tidus. It's a lot to take in, but here goes nothing. One of the first things that I had actually seen when it came to his character was that he was quote unquote annoying. No, he was not. I don't think a lot of people seem to realize that the main character of this game is 17 years old. When you're 17, you are going to complain about everything, and your priorities are going to be different compared to adult. You're going to have mood swings, and you're just not going to act very adult-like. In the beginning, we actually see him as a blitzball player preparing for a game, and then whoosh, out of nowhere, Sin comes in to do its sinful Sin thing, and then the next thing you know, he's in another realm. He tries to make his way back home, but he actually ends up tagging along Yuna, a summoner who is not only his love interest, but he also tags along other individuals who are not only guardians of her, but people that are actually near and dear to her heart. I do want to touch on his backstory as far as his father. If it's not obvious, his father is clearly abusive on a verbal, emotional, and mental side of everything. And he wasn't really great to his mom either. According to Tidus, he was actually a guardian of Yuna's dad at the time, but actually Tidus did not know that, and his dad just like up and left without saying anything. And it actually made his mom so upset that she technically died out of heartbreak, you know? And it was actually Orin, the one who told Tidus the truth about his dad, and that, in fact, that his dad became Sin. So imagine your toxic parent becoming the world's biggest threat. I know a lot of people don't tend to deal with trauma or broken relationships with their parents, but this doesn't make Tidus unlikable because the way he responded to that was incredibly valid. I also do notice as well that a lot of people say that he quote unquote takes advantage of Yuna in the iconic scene where they have their water date and share their first kiss with each other. First of all, why or where would this even come from? That's my question. Because the feelings were obviously mutual between the two of them. Yuna did love Tidus as she was heartbroken with him basically returning back to his natural state at the end of the game. And she made sure to tell him that she loved him. So why do people believe that he took advantage of her? They love each other. They love each other. You cannot convince me otherwise unless you haven't played the game and you're just saying stuff just to say stuff. But the real person who actually took advantage of Yuna was actually Seymour, because he had the goal of becoming the next Sin. He was trying to marry her, and well, technically they did get married, but like you know, and the age difference is quite disturbing. Anyways, whatever. While defending tidus, I am actually not going to disregard his character, because of course we see him a little bit as self-centered and outspoken as an athlete to a selfless hero. And I do want to mention how people continue to say how he's quote unquote careless and he didn't really care about anybody else, and that nobody actually cared for his fate at the end of the game. Again, I can tell that people really do not pay attention to this game, because he literally sacrificed himself to save not only a girl that he loved, but a group of people he hardly knew. And if that's not selfless, then I don't know what is. Another thing I saw when it came to him, that he was being quote unquote toxic because he didn't tell her the truth about his livelihood as soon as she found out, or he found out. What? In what way could he tell her about himself without, you know, being emotional about it, or like making her emotional? And, you know, could he have told her privately rather than waiting at the last minute? Yeah, maybe, but maybe he didn't tell her so she could continue her pilgrimage. You know, I don't think anybody has ever thought about that. And it may be brief with what I'm saying here, but I don't think I just need to go into serious detail about tidus. But the hate that he's getting is absolutely ridiculous. I feel like people's disliking to him also is towards the whole laughing scene he shared with Yuna. I'm not gonna lie, that was really awkward to watch the first time playing this game, but it doesn't mean people should just sit here and make up lies about his character when he's nowhere near that kind of character. And thankfully, he doesn't get so much hate to the point where I see it on my timeline personally, and it would just drive me insane to the point where I have to block people. Trust me, I've been there. But this actually does bring a conclusion of today's video here. Do you like tidus? Yes or no? Explain why in the comment section to start a conversation. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.